This video is about measuring for a Bafang bbshd motor going on a semi-fat bike. The documentation, if you look at the documentation, it tells you that if your bottom bracket size is 73 to 100 millimeters, you should get the 100 millimeter motor. Mine is at 73 millimeters. So if I measure this bottom bracket, it comes out to be 73 millimeters. The 73 millimeters. Wow, a little mess up there also. Now the problem that I'm having with this bike is that 73 millimeters, if we look at it on the motor, will only come to approximately this point here, the bottom bracket. Well, obviously you can't screw in this component here and tighten it up to the bottom bracket when there's that much free play on it. The spacers that they give you are about 6 millimeters. If you wanted to use spacers on it, which wouldn't be recommended, you'd have to buy about 7 to 8 kits of spacers to make it work appropriately. So I'm just going to show you what happens when you try and mount the bottom bracket here. Mount the motor into the bottom bracket. The motor simply slides through, and it will tilt up this way in the end. But it's supposed to screw up tight against the frame here, and it can't reach the frame. Furthermore, you could put spacers there, but that would be a lot of spacers. This part here, which is supposed to go on here and tighten against, is going to be limited. It can't go any farther than this on here because of these screws on the bottom that are limited. So if your bottom bracket is really less than 100, you should measure it carefully, knowing that the distance between where the threads stop. And let me get this back out and measure it again. The distance between here and here, which should be approximately the distance between here and here, which should approximately be the size of your bottom bracket and allow for a few millimeters of spacing one way or the other. Just as a note, if you put spacings on this side, it's going to drive the drivetrain further away from the chain, so you'll have problems there. Most spacers should go on this side, but if you put spacers on this side, you're going to have problems because this piece here is supposed to go up tight against them, and you can't get it tight against them if you have spacers on there. So I hope this helps somebody. I would suggest that I don't know the measurements for the 68 shaft motor, but I assume it's going to be 60. It's going to be, I don't know how long, probably. I really don't know how long it's going to be. Judging from this, the total length of this shaft is 115 millimeters, so I'm assuming that they're allowing about 15 millimeters. It'll be about the 68 millimeters for the shaft, plus about 15 millimeters for the threaded area, which I believe is what I'm going to have to do, replace this motor and get the other one. So I hope this helps somebody, and signing off for now.